Energy has always played an essential role in our world. In order to live sustainably, discovering new ways of producing renewable energies is crucial.
The main human-used energy sources are divided as follows: coal, natural gas, hydropower, nuclear, and other renewable energies like biomass. 17% of worldwide energy consumption comes from renewable energies, so an even lower share of this comes from biomass. Most of the biomass energy consumption comes from developing countries. More than half of this energy source is used for residential purposes, which mostly include heating and cooking. The economic advantages of biomass compared to other energy sources are its renewability, its accessibility and its variability when it comes to be converted into various forms of energies, from heat, to power, even transportation. In fact, most investments when it comes to biomass energy are put into biofuels. The term biomass includes all organic material derived from plants and animals, including their waste and residues. In biomass energy production, plants absorb CO2 from the atmosphere as they are growing, and they release that same amount of CO2 when they are burned. When biomass production is properly managed, a closed carbon cycle is maintained, which means it doesn't increase the CO2 level in the atmosphere. This is why it is considered as a renewable energy. Examples of biomass resources include forest crops and residues, agricultural crops and residues, sewage, industrial residues, animal residues, and municipal solid waste. Biomass can be transformed through thermochemical processes like combustion, gasification and pyrolysis. It can also be converted to energy by biological processes relying on microorganisms, like in anaerobic digestion. Lastly, another method is mechanical extraction, which is a process used to extract oil from crop seeds. It can be done with a screw press, and is sometimes followed by chemical processes.
Biomass is not all green, it has multiple environmental impacts. First, biomass is not nutrient neutral as it is for carbon neutrality. Nutrients needed to grow crops, like nitrogen, have huge impacts. Current agricultural practices increase by more than 75% the emissions of reactive nitrogen compounds. Reactive nitrogen persists in the environment, and leads to global environmental problems such as eutrophication and contamination of underground aquifers. A second major environmental impact of biomass is the land and water needed to grow crops. However, some options like corn and wheat consume less water. Also, when land is converted for biofuel production, the impact on carbon stock is so important that the greenhouse gases benefits are neutralized looking at its life cycle. However, when land use is unchanged, biofuels contribute less to greenhouse gases emissions than fossil fuel on a per unit energy basis. Moreover, biomass energy production increases both soil erosion and water runoff, two widely spread problems which are already difficult to tackle. Since potential land to grow crops, marginal land, is often not suited for agriculture, either due to poor soil or other undesirable characteristics. The last, but probably most important impact, is the loss of biodiversity. Altering natural ecosystems will make animals look for new habitats and food, with reduced possibilities.
Although the future might seem dark for biomass energy, researchers believe that clean, durable and economically viable large-scale processes are possible when production is properly managed. Overall, biomass is a sustainable, accessible and economically viable energy source.